hate myself and everything about my life right now. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be speaking to you all about the wonders of protein powder. So as a personal trainer and a so-called fitness professional, one of the things I get asked above all else is protein powder good for you? Is it healthy? Is it unhealthy? Is it necessary? Will it help me get gains? Will it help me lose weight? Will it help me build muscle? Everything you could imagine, I get asked. And so this is like a great video for me to make so I can be like, hey, watch my video. I will be speaking about my favorite protein powders, what to avoid, what to look out for, some of the things that I like to look for in a protein powder, and when I would use them. So as you can see on my table behind me, I have got a lovely array of different protein powders, and I will be taking you through some of my favorite and some of my not so favorite, plus some extra ones that aren't on here that I would recommend. But I'm gonna start with the first question first. Should you have protein powder? Now, back in the day, protein powder was seen as quite a bad thing because it did contain quite bad ingredients, and some were even known to contain testosterone boosters and synthetic hormones, and so yeah, they got a little bit of a bad rap because I think that, you know, I often speak about being in my fitness bubble. I forget that still some of the world don't know that bodybuilders eat more than chicken and broccoli and down protein shakes an hour after their workout. Like, we have developed as an industry so far from then, but there's still that image that is portrayed in the media. Also, I look like a hot mess, but it's been a day and a half, alright guys, so I've had a hectic day. Anyway, so protein powder gets a bad rap, but essentially when you're having protein, it's no different to having a blended up chicken breast. Now, I know that sounds so gross and unappetizing, but our body is just registering it as protein. It is just a macronutrient. It is not something magical. It is not going to help you build extra muscle. It is not going to do anything that simple, lean protein won't also do. But the good thing about protein powder is that it's not always viable to be able to eat a full meal after your workout, or you don't always feel like eating chicken or whatever other protein source you choose after a workout. Protein powder tastes really good, especially if you get the right ones. It's sweet, so it can help curb your sweet tooth. You can mix it with milk, make it into a milkshake. You've seen me make my hot chocolates. There are so many different things you can do with it, and that's why I personally love protein powder, and that's why I think it's a good option for a lot of people to have, because it will maybe sustain them a little bit longer than just say like a chocolate milk or something, because it does have that added protein which has an increased satiety factor, and it is a better snack than, you know, choosing a chocolate bar or something, which is why I included some protein bars. I will speak a little bit about protein bars as well, so I'm a big fan of those. Now, there is obviously such a thing as too much protein, and a lot of people get conned into thinking that if they eat more protein they will make more muscle gains. Well, I can't remember the exact limit. It's about 1 gram per pound of body weight. Could be a little bit more, could be a little bit less. The research isn't quite out on it yet, but basically any more than that we ingest, our body just uses for fuel as it would carbohydrates. So we are getting no extra benefit by eating an increased amount of protein. So just keep that in mind, and all that's gonna happen is that extra amino acids are just gonna come out in your urine, so not really worth it. But yeah, protein can be a fantastic way to help build muscle, help lose weight, because it will keep you full, and I think it is something important that you need to be making sure you're getting in post-workout. Obviously you don't need to run and go like down as soon as you finish your workout. As long as you're having it in that sort of 2 to 4 hour window post-workout, you're on the right track. So I'm going to run you through my favorites first. I have both whey protein powder and a vegan protein powder, just depending on what I'm feeling like, but I find that I digest both quite well. There are a few protein powders that make me feel a bit weird in the stomach. I'm not sure why they're any different than the other normal ones, but hey ho, that's just what happens. I will start with my favorite of all, which is the MyProtein in chocolate smooth flavor. This is just the Impact Whey. Now, yes, I am affiliated with MyProtein, but it is honestly my favorite because it doesn't pretend to be something it's not. It's chocolate protein powder. It goes well in smoothies, oats, with milk. It has a varied range of uses. It just tastes like a really good chocolate flavor. It is cheap. This is $24 a kilo in Australia. And if you use my code, which is on the screen now and in the link down below, you get 20% off. So it is a win-win situation, but I honestly love their products and I've been using them for years. I really like this one. You can get their whey isolate, and now whey isolate will get digested into your muscles a little bit quicker than a combination. So this is whey isolate and whey concentrate. So it's predominantly whey protein concentrate, which they would say, you know, it's not as pure and it won't get to your muscles as fast. I'm not too fussed, guys. Like, there are more things in my life for me to be stressed about than whether protein gets to my muscles at a faster rate. At the end of the day, I'm still getting strength. I'm still seeing the results I want. I'm not too stressed out about it. This is a little bit cheaper. I'm gonna go with the cheaper one. So that's in terms of that. So this is my ultimate favorite, ranked #1, which they will all be ranked down below, is the Whey Protein Isolate from MyProtein. They've got some really cool flavors as well. I've had cinnamon Danish, which is definitely my second favorite, apple crumble and custard, which is kind of really cool, and banana, which is nice. I've had Rocky Road as well, but wasn't so much a fan of that. So, numero uno. Then I would probably say my second one that I use most frequently. I use this in oats, and I use this predominantly in oats and smoothies. I don't really have it with almond milk, but if I wanted to, I definitely would because it tastes that good. It is the Power Plant Protein from PranaOn. Now, as far as I'm aware, you can only get this protein in Australia, but I love it. It is so nice. It is a mix of rice. I will actually read out the ingredients to you because, oof, it's quite fancy. Raw golden pea protein, sprouted and fermented brown rice protein, sacha inchi protein, leucine, and then it's got a heap of like amino acids basically. It's got a vegan probiotic in there, which I think is fantastic because sometimes protein powders can be a little bit hard to digest, but I've never had a problem with this. Coconut oil, thickener, which is just from xanthan gum, sweetener, which is just stevia leaf extract, natural chocolate flavor, cocoa powder. No, it's cacao powder actually. And this stuff is so nice. And what's really good is that it does have a complete amino acid profile, which if you are a vegan or if you can only tolerate dairy-free protein powders, you really need to look for your, like, make sure you're getting that complete amino acid profile, otherwise it's not really doing anything. Really happy about that. The macros are really, really good. They're no different to a normal whey protein. They do have a little bit more carbs. So per 40 gram, which is like a generous scoop, it's got 31.8 grams of protein, fantastic source of plant protein, especially if you are vegan or vegetarian, 6 grams of carbs, and 0.1 grams of fat. So you can't really go wrong. My favorite way to use this is in oats. I don't know what it is about this protein powder, but it makes things so thick and like the best texture you will ever have. I adore this. So this is the chocolate flavor. I also have the coconut milk flavor. They're probably my two favorites, but to be honest, you can't go wrong. I love the salted caramel flavor, I love the banana flavor, I love the vanilla flavor. I even had the unflavored and I really liked that. So that is just really, really good stuff. Again, I'll leave the link down below. I'm not affiliated with them or anything, I just like their products. Now, another one, this is like kind of a fun one that I got like cheap at a supplement store. It's nothing like great. Again, it is a protein blend. It isn't just pure isolate. It's got a lot of ingredients in there, which kind of like, this is my special treat protein powder, you know? This isn't the one that you want to have every single day on the shelf. This is like your, you know what, I want to treat myself protein powder. So yeah, it's got whey protein concentrate, isolate, and hydrolyzed whey protein, which I'll come back to hydrolyzed whey, that's it. And it's the sprinkles that contain most of the bad ingredients because it has got sprinkles in there. I don't think you'll be able to see it because they are really, really small. Oh, it smells good. Let's see. Ooh. It's not gonna focus, maybe if I get my head out of it. Oh, there we go. Like you can see them, they're really tiny, but it's kind of cute. It's a nice feature. What this one is really, really good for is making belt center brownies, which you would have seen in my videos before, where I just add a scoop of protein. In fact, you're gonna see the recipe video for this afterwards, so you can just watch it then. But it has like the most softest, cakiest texture. It is so good. And something like this protein, which is like a mixture of different ingredients, and it does contain a little bit of fats, a little bit of carbs, not many, is perfect for a belt center brownie. Whereas if you use something like the Impact Whey, which is literally just like pure whey, it won't turn out very good. Just trust me on that one. Don't use this for a belt center brownie. I have used this for a protein powder brownie, also good. Okay, so next up, I've got the Victory Labs hydrolyzed, why can't I say this? Hydrolyzed whey protein isolate. Now this one is chocolate peanut butter banana, which to be honest, like flavor wise sounds a little bit overwhelming, but again, it is one that I got on quite a good discount. Let me smell it. I don't have it often. It is very smooth. It smells good. It smells like banana. What I will say is that I thought, you know, like why would they have so many flavors? But when you're drinking it, you actually can taste each individual flavor. I like this one, but my stomach absolutely hates it. I don't know what it is about what's in this one. It's just got whey protein hydrolysate. That could be it. The cocoa powder. I wouldn't say anything else would do it because everything else I'm used to, but I can't have this anymore because my stomach gets in so much pain from that. So that's a shame because it's a really nice protein, but oh well, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. And this is another hydrolyzed whey protein, but this one is really, really weird. So with hydrolyzed whey protein, it's basically like the amino acids have been broken down a little bit further, so they're more bioavailable for our muscles to like drink up and be like, ah, we're gonna repair from your training session now. To be honest, the science says that there's no further benefit to having hydrolyzed whey protein over normal whey protein, despite what the marketers might try and tell you. This one isn't, like I said, it's another hydrolyzed whey. It's really, really weird. So Australians, you'll know what this is. It's a lot like Milo. Like, it's a weird texture. It tastes really sweet. So other protein powders, like if you were to just try it off of the spoon, you'd be like, this is horrible. But this one, you try it off the spoon and it's really tasty. Like even to smell it, it smells really, really good, which kind of puts me off, I'll be honest with you. But you can see it's got a pretty like grainy texture. You can't see it that good. Oh well, anyway, like, I don't know. There's something about it that just rubs me the wrong way. I don't know what it is, so I usually just give this one to Lachlan. It tastes good, but yeah, it still weirds me out that I could just literally eat it by the spoonful. The ingredients are proto whey, which I don't know what that means. Hydrolysate protein, maltodextrin, medium chain triglycerides from coconut oil, so maybe it's the extra fats that's making it a different texture, because per scoop there are 4 grams of fat, so it could be that. Because, oh, there's some fructose in it. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I got this one given to me for free, so I've never seen it in shops. I've never actively seeked it out. Not too sure about that one. So those are the ones that I currently have in my cupboard at the moment. So I would rate the Impact Whey and the Prana, I've had a long day at uni, guys. And the Prana Plant Power Protein, that is a mouthful. Of course, there are so many other good ones on the market. If you are after some good ones, I can recommend Optimum Nutrition Gold Standards. Really, really nice. I've had that one before. What else have I had before? I've had a lot. I've had Syntha, which is the one in the big red tub. Pretty good, but again, the ingredient profile isn't that great. I like to stick to ones that have, you know, 4 or 5 ingredients. The main ones being whey protein isolate or whey protein concentrate, sweetener, maybe emulsifier, and if it's like a chocolate, then maybe some cocoa powder or something. Any more than that, and you don't really need those added ingredients, so why have them? I've also had the Happy Whey, the vegan protein, which seems to be all the rage at the moment. It's good, but it is no Prana. Like, they are apples and oranges. It's all right, but it tastes like very much like a pea protein, which I'm not so keen of. But I'm gonna show you some recipe videos at the end of this vlog, which are my 3 favorite ways of using protein powder. And when I speak over those as well, I'm gonna be telling you which ones are good to use for which, because in my opinion, you are better off using certain types for certain things. But once you learn that, you'll have a much better protein powder experience, because I know a lot of people are afraid of protein powder because they're like, oh, I've tried it once and it was disgusting. Well, I have done that work for you, my friends. I have tried a lot of protein powder in my time, and I've tried a lot of recipes in my time, and this is, well, it's gonna fall, and this is the sort of conclusion I have reached. So I will go on to protein bars. My favorite protein bars in the whole entire world, unfortunately, actually no, they might be available in other regions. I know they're available in Japan, so random, but they are from Axios Foods, which he is based in, I should definitely know this, I think it's Sydney, no, it is Victoria, I shouldn't doubt myself. I love, love, love these protein bars and the protein chocolate he makes and the vegan protein bars he makes. I just love them so much. And I always have his link below. I'm not affiliated with him. I just like his products. Now this is the cookie dough which he sent me because I've got sort of a mixed box. I like the cookie dough, but my favorite is the beetroot, like a beetroot protein powder. Probably the most popular one he sells are the matcha, which are also so good. But what I love about these protein bars is that the ingredients are literally like, listen up. whey protein isolate, almonds, agave nectar, honey, coconut oil, chicory root fiber, dark chocolate, and it's 70% dark chocolate, oats, vanilla extract, and pink salt. Like, stuff that I actually understand. I like, don't get me wrong, I like Quest bars. I like, what are the other ones? They're like My bars. There's another one, oh yeah, the Oh Yeah one, oh yeah, the Oh Yeah one bars. I like those ones too, but they always have some sort of like, you know, questionable ingredients, and not only that, but my stomach doesn't agree with them. Now, I can't be the only one, guys. Please tell me I'm not the only one. Like, sometimes, even if things don't sit well in my stomach, I eat them anyway. Like, it's like at the time, like, you know it's gonna cause you pain, but you're like, you know what? Pain is beauty, pain is gain, I'm just going to eat this. And then like a few hours later, you're like, no, I hate myself and everything about my life right now. That's me, that's your girl. I don't know what it is that makes me do this all the time, and you all know that I have like the worst intestines. I think I have IBS, but basically I'm sensitive to absolutely everything. So I'll eat a Quest bar and be like, this is so good. And then a few hours later, I look literally pregnant. And so I'm trying to avoid them and eat more of these whole food protein bars. So I have stripped my cupboards bare, I've eaten all the other protein bars, and now the only times I eat them are if I'm like given to them, if they're on a really good special, if I'm absolutely craving one, or like a new flavor comes out. I'm not gonna ban them out of my life completely, I just know that I need to be a bit more cautious, and especially because I have quite a whole foods diet, my fiber intake goes up really quickly. Like, I had such a normal day of eating yesterday, and I think I had 50 grams of fiber. I don't know how that happens, it just happens. So keep that in mind. So now you will see a recipe video for 3 recipes. They are my protein oats, and it's a really simple recipe as well. It's not the one I usually use. It's like literally the simplest thing. I usually make these oats the night before, leave them to sit in the fridge overnight, and then I'll eat them for breakfast on the way to uni or on the way to work. And you will see a smoothie, which, like, I don't know how this smoothie tastes so good because it's so simple. I made it for Lachlan and I the other day, and we were just like, this tastes incredible. And a belt sander brownie, which, you know, I love those. And when you hear the voiceover, I'll be telling you which protein I use because it is out of these ones here. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoy this type of video, give me a big thumbs up, subscribe, comment, share with your friends, because I am a voice of my people and I want to share my message with the world. So that would be awesome if you could just help me raise more awareness about what I'm trying to speak about, what I'm trying to be here. I'm moving my arms a lot and I'm not sure why. We know when I start getting weird that it's time to turn the camera off. Alright, so roll on the recipes and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Woo! First up, I will be making my favorite protein smoothie. You want to get 1 frozen banana, cut it up, chuck it in your blender and add a scoop of the MyProtein. This is the chocolate flavor. Then add about a cup of milk and a few ice cubes if you want as well, but if your banana's frozen, you'll be all good. And then you just simply whiz it up in your blender, pour it into a glass, and it is literally as simple as that. And this is why you have to use frozen fruit, because it will make it cold and thick and creamy and delicious. Okay, let's move on to the oats. So you want to get about 40 grams of oats and put about a cup of water in and microwave it for 3 to 4 minutes. Then once you've done that, give it a stir and add about a scoop of the Prana vegan protein. I think I used about half a scoop actually, and stir that in. You'll see it gets really thick really quickly, but you just have to keep stirring, stirring away, and eventually you get a thick, delicious bowl of oats, and you can eat it straight up or put it in the fridge. It is literally my favorite thing. I love it so much. Now onto the belt sander brownie. Get a scoop of protein powder, chuck in half a teaspoon of baking powder, give it a nice stir. Make sure you've got a good size ramekin too so it doesn't explode everywhere. Then you want to add about 60 ml of milk. Give it another good stir. You might want to use a whisk for this one. I didn't have a whisk available, so a spoon had to do. You can see it's a little lumpy. Then microwave it for about 40 to 50 seconds and just look at that cake. Yeah, so good. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Hope you try out these recipes. See you next time.